Record there, Mr. Bragg. I'll have a flag. I pledge allegiance to
The flag of the United
States
States
of
of
America
America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under God, indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and
liberty and
justice
justice
for
for
all. All right, please be aware the meeting will be recorded. We have no amendments, so we're going to go right to proposed executive session. Action item, proposed executive session, subject to board approval for the purpose of discussing personnel, MOA, and high-risk sports. I need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Teresa and Andrew second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? So carried. Okay, so,
Jamie, I'm going to try to put us in a breakout room.
okay.
Yeah, so we forgot to tell Ralph to click on leave breakout room.
Well, it'll do it automatically.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There's Donald. Oh, we need to.
iPad.
Did we lose Ralph again?
We lost Ralph again.
He's still in there.
It hasn't been a minute yet, so.
And it's got 3 seconds. He'll be showing up.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Okay.
Ralph,
All
are
right.
you watching the countdown there or what?
All right, I need a motion to actually exit exec. We didn't do that, Linda. No, sorry. All right, Annie, need a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Les, any discussion? It's good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, Donna, I was just checking to see if you froze there for a second. All right, I need a motion to go back into regular session.
I'll make it.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? So carried. Now I gotta find the agenda again. Hold on. All right, I need a motion to approve consent agenda items as listed.
I'll make that a motion.
All right, second.
I'll second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, financial non-action item. Superintendent Bragg, Business Manager Bizarro present 2021-22 preliminary budget forecasts and budget assumptions to the board.
All right.
Yours.
Dina, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me find it.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at tonight the Germantown Central School 2021-2022 proposed budget. Next slide, please. We're going to take a look at the budget calendar timeline, the draft tax levy, and our proposed state aid revenue, and then followed by any questions that the board may have. Next slide, please. Here we are, February 10th, 2021. We're looking at the preliminary budget forecast. March 1st, 2021, we will submit calculations for the tax levy limit to the Office of the Controller, State Controller, New York State Tax and Finance, and State Education Department. March 10th, the Board of Education meeting will present the operational and general support budget to the board for review and comment. March 24th, 2021, special board meeting. present the 2021-22 debt service, employee benefits, instructional, and special education budget to the board for review. March 30th through April 3rd, we'll advertise legal notices of the school budget hearing and annual budget vote. April 7th, 2020, Board of Education meeting. The Board of Education considers adoption of the finalized 2021-22 educational plan and budget. April 19th, 21 is the last day to submit petitions for Board of Education candidates. April 23rd, 2021 is final date for budget adoption by the Board of Education. April or May 18th, 2021, the budget will be available for the public to view. May 5th, 2021, we'll hold our budget hearing. May 5th through the 12th, budget notices will be mailed to all residents, and the last day for voter registration is May 11th, 2021. May 18th, we'll hold our annual meeting. We'll have our board election and budget vote from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Next slide, please. This is our tax levy limit calculation for the 2021-22 school year. Our prior tax levy was $9,652,267. We have a tax base growth factor of 1.0015. Our prior year pilots, we had none. Prior year exemptions for capital levy, net of state aid, was $468,127. Our allowable growth factor is 1.0123. We have no pilots for the coming year, payments in lieu of taxes, and we have no available carryovers. Our tax levy limit, our maximum allowable levy, will be $9,747,079, an increase over the prior year tax levy of 0.98%. Next slide, please. These are our 2020-2021 exemptions that help us to calculate our tax levy.
I'm good.
Our total exemptions for 2020-2021 were $468,127, and I'll get more in detail on the next slide. These are our 2021-22 exemptions. We have $100,000 capital tax levy. We have debt service expenditures of $755,700, less our building aid of $447,135. The district share of BOCES rent and capital expense for 21-22 will be $36,151. BOCES capital aid is $9,399. We have no court orders and judgments. ERS and TRS increases were not high enough to be calculated. So our total exemptions for 2021-22 is $435,317. Next slide, please. This is a look at our state aid runs from the governor. And there were changes this year, so it looks a little different than in previous years. So I'm going to go over the first column first, the traditional format. We have our foundation aid, we have our universal pre-K monies, we have BOCES aid, transportation aid, high tax aid, and instructional materials aid. This year, the governor is combining the BOCES, the transportation, the high tax, the instructional materials aid, all into one aid, which you'll see over in the center column. I put in the number of $818,251. That's our current year funding. So I want to compare apples to apples, and in the 2021-22 school year, that same service aid will be $887,718. So we come down to this current year, and we had a pandemic adjustment of $87,417. And in 2021-22, we will have another adjustment to our aid of $467,504, which brings the total aid for 2021-22 to $4,827,166. So this is a reduction of 191,901 for the 21-22 school year. Now, something else that the governor is doing a little different in our aid runs this year, he is including our STAR reimbursement in our aid runs. So for the 2021-22 school year, we'll have $528,465 in STAR reimbursement included in our runs. Then we have the COVID-19 Supplemental Stimulus Act, which is $467,504. This money has not been approved yet. This is contingent on the federal government sending $6 billion to the state. So right now, this is a guesstimate for the state, and this is included in our runs. And Ben, if you could just move the pointer out of the way for a minute. Oh, my pointer, sorry. So our total aid for the 2021-22 school year is going to be $5,823,135. And you'll see by comparing it apples to apples and including our current year, the way the governor is giving us our aid allocations this coming year, you can see how it drastically increases our aid. This is because the STAR is included to 10.84% compared to the way our aid runs were before without the STAR aid included. So overall, for 21-22, we are going to have an increase in aid of $163,035, and that's contingent on us receiving federal monies of $467,504. Next slide, please. And here's a pie chart, which the very large green section represents our school taxes, our local funding. The blue part of it represents our state aid, which is, I believe, 33%. And other revenue is that small little slice of 2%. And our fund balance is at 5%. Next slide.
That's it.
Okay, any questions?
Deanna, how comfortable are you with these numbers from the governor so far? Do you think they'll change drastically? Or do you feel that you're in a good spot with the numbers he's given?
I really am not feeling good about it. A lot of districts are not feeling good about it because we don't know if he's really going to get that number from the federal government. We're
Right.
all bated breath holding on to see how much he's actually going to get.
And in addition to that, if we look at stimulus money, that's a 1-year push. So we got to think of things, how we're going to be able to, our number one goal is to replace staff. But how do we replace staff if it's only a 1-year push? So we're not too optimistic about the $6 billion.
with the money that the government took away from us for this school year, I don't feel the government's ever gonna give it back, so we're gonna have to work where we're at and try to build up something for later on.
And on that
Not
note,
the stimulus check.
we have not received that federal stimulus money for our current year yet. The CARES Act money we have not received yet, nor have any other districts.
And I got a notice today that states that they're not gonna give it until the state gets their budget intact. So,
So we're all the way down to April
Yes.
when they're supposed to have it intact.
that's correct.
Has the state taken 20% each? Like they had talked about throughout the year?
They have not, Tammy. No, they've taken about 5% so
Okay.
far, and we just received notice that they will be giving us all of our state funding.
Okay. For this year, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Mhm.
Any questions? Okay, well, everybody wear their lucky pants that the state or the federal government comes through. Because if they don't, that's going to be interesting, to say the least. Okay, everybody's good? All right, thank you, Nina. Thank you, Ben.
Welcome.
All right, superintendent, non-action item, update on vaccines.
All right, so right now we have a total of 40 staff members that have either gotten their first or second vaccination. And we are going to go remote learning tomorrow and Friday because of the amount of people being vaccinated in the next 2 days. And also because there is possibility of side effects. We just didn't want people to have to come to work sick or not feeling well. So we're just being proactive with that. But we just got notification yesterday or Monday, I'm sorry, that 14 people were getting vaccinated on Thursday at a small pod just for educators from the Department of Health. So as they get them, they're getting our teachers and our staff done quickly. So we're sending 14 over tomorrow to get their first round. So it's moving forward and it's a positive thing. Hopefully, once everybody gets vaccinated, we come back to normalcy here in the school district. So, and the other thing I have is update on high risk sports. There was a letter posted on the website about a week and a half ago from the Department of Health, stating that if it gets down, it needs to get down to 4%. Well, today we're at 4.4%. We received a letter today from the Department of Health this afternoon that they're going to allow, with the discretion of school districts, to implement sports. What our stand is going to be is we're looking to have organized instructional practices for the basketball, volleyball with our athletic director, and moving forward with spring and fall 2 sports in the near future. And that's all I have at this time.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Ben or concerns? All right, need a motion to adjourn. All right, Heather, then Annie. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, thank you,
Good
everybody.
night.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank
Good night.
you.